Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Recently, Apple introduced some exciting new AI features under the umbrella term Apple Intelligence. In this video, we'll explore whether we can use Azure AI services to build these features into our own software and websites. Sounds intriguing, right? A little over a decade ago, I was building a website and I was requested to design a UI that looked Apple-like. At that time, people were already captivated by Apple's sleek and simplistic design philosophy, and they wanted to replicate that elegance in their websites and software. Fast forward to today, and Apple has done it again with their new AI features. As these features are integrated into our products, millions of people will use them daily, which will start a domino effect, and other software will be expected to mimic the behavior soon. So, I was curious about, can we use Azure AI services to implement similar features? And if you want to find out what's possible and what's not, stick with me as I attempt to explore the answer, which, I must admit, is not very straightforward. My name is Madhur. Let's get started. For this video, we will focus on the 5 main features that Apple unveiled and rate the implementability of each feature using Azure AI services on the scale of 1 to 5. The score will be based on 2 factors. 1 is the capability available in Azure, and 2, how much custom build is required on top of the available capability to build out the full feature. The first feature is Writing Tools. Apple's Writing Tools feature offers AI-driven enhancements for text composition, including grammar correction, predictive text, and stylistic suggestions. It aims to improve the quality and efficiency of writing across Apple devices. These capabilities are very similar to those offered by Azure AI Language Service. Azure AI Language provides developers with tools for natural language processing. In simpler terms, it helps computer understand and analyze human language. This can be deployed to analyze text, understand sentiments, check grammar, and summarize text. Due to the close matching capabilities and readily available models, I would give it a rating of 5 out of 5. The second feature is Genemoji, which is an amalgamation of 2 words, generative and emoji. Users can create a Genemoji to express themselves by simply typing a description. Users can even create a Genemoji of friends and family based on their photos. This feature can be implemented in some shape and form by accessing Dolly, which is part of the Azure OpenAI service. However, using Dolly will only generate an image, not an emoji or a sticker. Apple had to create and train its own AI model to achieve this. Therefore, I would rate this 1 out of 5. The third feature is Image Playground. With Image Playground, users can create fun images in seconds. They can choose from a range of concepts from categories like themes, costumes, accessories, and places. Again, an image can be generated by typing a description, and you can use your own personal photo library as an input. Apple has developed and trained its own AI model to ensure consistent output and ease of use. As discussed in the previous point, Dolly, as part of the Azure OpenAI service, offers similar capabilities. We can create a wrapper around it that allows users to apply the themes easily. For these reasons, I would rate it as 4 out of 5. Powered by Apple Intelligence, Siri has become more deeply integrated into the system experience. With richer language understanding capabilities, Siri is more natural, more contextually relevant, and more personal, with the ability to simplify and accelerate everyday tasks. It can follow along even if users stumble over words and maintain context from one request to the next. Now this is where things get very interesting and of course complex. Siri is contextually aware as it knows what you have been up to. It knows which apps are open and can execute actions within this context. This requires many parts of the puzzle to work together, so let's break it down. You need to analyze human speech, understand what the user was up to get the context, apply personal details and respond or execute something. To understand human speech, we can use Azure Speech and Language API. Getting the context is a bit tricky and needs access to some form of logs that can help in understanding what the user has been doing. For example, Microsoft takes screenshots continuously to string together a context for its new smart assistant, Copilot. To execute action on screen, we can check the rendered elements on screen and execute tasks. For example, sending email. As a final output, we can again use Azure Speech to confirm to the user that the task was executed. Because the feature is not readily available and requires substantial custom development, I will rate it 2 out of 5. The final feature is creating a memory movie. With memories, user can create the story they want to see by simply typing a description. Using language and image understanding, Apple Intelligence will pick out the best photos and videos based on the description, craft a storyline with chapters based on these themes identified from the photos, and arrange them into a movie. This can be implemented using Azure Language Service to understand the request and then leveraging Video Indexer and Computer Vision services to extract information from the photo library. This information can then be compiled to create another video. However, this will still require custom development, so I would rate it as 3 out of 5. And there you have it. As you can see, some of the Apple's shiny new features can be mimicked with Azure AI services. While Azure offers some impressive tools that come close to Apple's capabilities, some custom work is still needed to bridge the gap. If you enjoyed this analysis, please support me by liking and subscribing. Until next time, stay curious, stay data-driven.